Hi guys, so yes, I'm back and I've got to do a video on this. So basically, if you're a wrestling fan and you've been keeping an eye on the internet or YouTube over the last few days, you will know that The Undertaker has more or less officially announced his retirement from WWE. And yeah, it's spreading all over the internet right now because apparently it's comments he made during his last episode of his documentary series, The Last Ride, on the network, which is amazing. I've been watching it on the net. It's fantastic. I've already seen the first 4 episodes. This is the final episode, which documents his match with AJ Styles at WrestleMania this year, like the Boneyard match and all that. And apparently he made comments after the match saying that, yeah, he's done. So yeah, I'm currently on a website right now. Yeah, I'm just going to read a bit of what it said here. So this is what Undertaker claims: I'm at a point, it's time this cowboy really rides away. There's nothing left for me to conquer or accomplish. The game has changed now. It's time for new guys to come up. The time just seems right. This documentary helped me discover that and open my eyes to the bigger picture and not judge myself as harshly these last few years, obviously with his Saudi matches and all that. I can do more good outside the ring than I can inside. I'm finally at a place where I can accept that. And he also claimed that he'd experienced the perfect send-off and he would only return in like a case of an emergency, or if Vince McMahon, like, come on, come back with a big paycheck or something. And he added, I believe I'm at a place now, post-Boneyard, which was a hellacious battle against one of the best in the business, AJ Styles. And here I am, climbing on his motorcycle and taking off, just how the match ended. If Vince was in a pinch, would I come back? I guess time would only tell there. In case of an emergency, break glass, you pull out the Undertaker, I would consider it. But at this point in my career, I have no desire to get back in the ring. And that's the line with which everyone's going, oh my god, he's actually retiring. And it looks that way, doesn't it? I mean, a lot of us are a bit skeptical. It's just the fact that, The Undertaker has had quite a few false retirements over the last few years, shall we say. WrestleMania 33, when he lost to Roman, and he took off his gloves, his hat, his coat, and left them in the ring. It was like a big send-off. Then he does that down the ramp. That was amazing. That, I still think to this day, 3 years ago at WrestleMania when he lost to, that should have been his retirement. It was perfect. But no, then he just came back at WrestleMania 34 to have a 4-minute match of John Cena. It was like, oh, so that's that ruined. So yeah, he didn't retire there. They even released T-shirts saying "Thank you, Taker" after that thing at WrestleMania 33. And yeah, then after that, he's gone on to have lots of matches, hasn't he? He's had several matches at the Saudi shows. He wrestled at WrestleMania 34, obviously against John Cena. Extreme Rules. Obviously, this WrestleMania in the Boneyard match, so he went on to have several more matches. A lot of us did think he retired, I think, after WrestleMania 30, when the streak broke and he lost to Brock. A lot of us thought that could have been it too. So he's had at least from what I can remember, there's probably been more, 2 false retirements, which didn't actually turn out to be retirements. Now here we are again. And yeah, I think it's just based on those comments that he said in the Last Ride documentary on the final episode about the Boneyard match. And when you think about the Boneyard match, that did feel like kind of a send-off, didn't it? At the very end, he's on the bike to the Metallica song, we get the fire, and we get the Undertaker symbol behind him, and he rides off. That was a cool way to retire. I was still hoping that you had one more match in him, one more in-ring match at this year's Survivor Series, because that would be perfect. Then that would be a full 30 years of this amazing character, The Undertaker. Because I'm sure he made his debut at Survivor Series 1990, so he could have his final match and retirement at Survivor Series 2020. That's 30 full years. It's come full loop. That would be amazing. I'm still hoping they still do that. I'm hoping Vince can pull Mark back in, going, I'll offer you like a big, massive paycheck if it's one more match at Survivor Series. But even if he doesn't have a match at Survivor Series, he's got to have something. Maybe, I don't know, maybe just a segment or a big promo or a big celebration of the Undertaker. They've got to do something at this year's Survivor Series, and I'm sure they will. But if his last match was the Boneyard match against AJ Styles, yes, against this dude, then I've got no problem with that. I think the Boneyard match was terrific. I loved it. It was so unique, so well done. And I think if that does prove to be, like people are saying, Undertaker's last match, this is definitely his retirement from in-ring competition after 30 long years, then yeah, I think he's more than earned it after watching the Last Ride documentary, just seeing how much he's gone through the last few years. all the Saudi matches, all the injuries. I mean, just seeing how he was like before the match at WrestleMania 33. You know, he had to, like, he just wasn't. He had to get an injection in his knee socket before he came out to the match with Roman. That he just wasn't in shape at all. It was hard to watch, man. And obviously his botched Saudi matches, like the poor DX and Brothers of Destruction match, which, you know, wasn't his fault, all his fault. And then the absolutely disastrous match with Goldberg last year at Saudi. But then, you know, he did have that amazing match at Extreme Rules with Drew, Roman, Shane, which, you know, that actually might be his last in-ring match, because the Boneyard match wasn't in-ring, was it? But yeah, if this does prove to be Undertaker's, like, this is it now, he's retired, then, you know, he's more than earned it. He's an absolute icon, an absolute legend in this business for 30 years, and he more than deserves it now, just to hang the hat up and let the new guys take over. And I will keep saying this, he should have retired at WrestleMania 33. That was the perfect retirement, but they kind of spoiled it by having him come back for the Saudi shows, just for the big paycheck, and it was like, stupid, man. But yeah, guys, if this is it, then yeah, Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, we all salute you, dude. You more than deserve it, because you are an absolute legend of this business, and you will forever will always be one of the top tier legends of this business. You're up there with Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, Ric Flair. You're up there, dude. You are, and you always will be. I really do hope, if this is his last thing, then he definitely should be on the Hall of Fame for 2021 before WrestleMania 37. I think he has to be. If hopefully by then the crowds and open arenas are back, which I'm sure they should be by then. So yeah, guys, what are your thoughts to this on Undertaker's announcing his retirement, more or less? Although, like I said, I do think it is with a pinch of salt. I do think he does have one more match left in him, and I do hope it's at Survivor Series. Hopefully Vince can coax him out with one more match at Survivor Series, and then that's it. He's fully retired now, and he can go off to speak with Michelle. And obviously, I still do think he's going to be a massive part of the company, because didn't he sign a massive contract? So I still think he's going to be a big part of the company. Maybe backstage with Vince in Gorilla. Maybe he's going to be part of the creative team. We will see. But I do think he just lives this business for 30 plus years. I do think Mark Calloway has still got a lot to offer the business just behind the scenes now. Like WrestleMania 35, he just sat in Gorilla with Vince. So maybe he could be one of Vince's new top advisors, because we know they're like best mates. Or maybe he's going to be on the creative team or one of the producers. We will see. But yeah, if this does prove to be his retirement and the Boneyard match was his last match, then yes, Taker, we all salute you, man. But if not, then I really do hope he does have one more match at Survivor Series, so it can be a full 30 years of the dead man, of The Undertaker. Oh yes. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. What do you think? Do you think Taker's fully retired, or do you think it's just one of his, he's retired, but then he's just going to come back for another match later on? We will see, But comment below, let me know. So, my next two videos, I've got two videos planned coming up in the next week or two. I'm currently playing Last of Us 2, so I'm definitely going to have a review for that in a week or two. I've definitely got a few things to say about that. And obviously football's back to the Premier League, and Liverpool are only 1 to 2 games away from winning the Premier League title, so I'm definitely doing a video on that when Liverpool win the league. So yeah, the two videos coming up in the next week or two. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.